Welcome back to another episode of Cappuccino Chat. This time we're going to talk about voice over IP phone systems and should you switch. So this time we're talking about voice over IP phone systems, and voice over IP stands for voice over IP, which means the same network that your computers and printers ride on, now so do your phones. So you don't need your traditional phone guide like we used to in the old days. So if you still have one of those old traditional phone systems with the analog lines like we used to have at our homes, definitely time to take a look at a voice over IP phone system to see if that's right for you. You can probably get some additional features that you've been wanting. You can also get some cost savings depending upon how much your phone bill is and what kind of technology you're using. A lot of that older technology over the last couple of years has gone up in price, and the phone companies are doing that because they don't want to support that older gear anymore, and they too are trying to get you over to voice over IP. I know a number of phone providers, internet providers, that all want to also sell you voice over IP, and it's just because they don't need to send somebody out other than typically during the initial install, because with these phones, so this is what we use here in our office, and it just plugs in with the standard Cat 5 cable. So if I decide to move offices or do anything like that, I can just unplug it from the wall and I just take it with me to whatever room I'm at. Or work from home made voice over IP very popular as well. When we had to shut down due to COVID, the technicians here basically took their equipment home, their computers and their phones, like I just showed you, the handset, physical handset, plugged it into their home internet, and none of our clients knew that they were at home, other than maybe the occasional dog bark or something that was going on, right? So it allowed for us to be more flexible. So if you have an office that is dispersed over multiple locations, or maybe you have a work from home type environment, you could literally stick these voice over IP phones in your employees' home offices, and they'd be an extension of your phone system, just like if they were at the office. So transferring works, calling extension to extension works, all that good stuff. And you still won't have to pay any long distance, right? So let's just say you had an office in 2 different states, or just 2 different counties maybe that were in different area codes. So you're kind of paying that local long distance kind of fees. Well, if you put a voice over IP phone on both sides, whether it be in their home or offices, calling extension to extension just rides over the internet you're already paying for. There is no cost to that phone call. So it makes it very, very affordable, and you can reap some of those rewards of using voice over IP. Now, cons of voice over IP. You want to make sure that your internet provider has the bandwidth and the throughput to provide clear quality phone conversations, because unlike your internet traffic, just sending an email or browsing a website, if a packet is lost, if some of that data going back and forth is lost in transmission, the way it works right now on the internet is it'll just retry and you'll just see it as a little bit of slowness, right? But what it really is doing is that maybe there's a packet lost somewhere along the line and it had to be resent. Well, as we all know with a phone conversation, when we go into bad cell phone reception areas, you can't re-get that without asking somebody, sorry, you broke up. Can you say that again? That's all you can do. And you don't want to be constantly doing that with your phone system at your office. So you want to make sure that your internet provider can provide you the stable internet connection. What we've found for the most part is you want to be on some type of fiber internet. So your coax from, let's say, Spectrum, or your DSL if you happen to still be on that, or satellite or wireless, may not work for your office. Now, if there's only a handful of people and you're not on the phone that much, you can probably get by with it. We did here at our office initially, we were on a coax connection, but we started to notice during high transmission rates when we were doing a lot with our clients on the internet, our phone quality would suffer during phone calls. So once we moved to a fiber internet line, our phone problems went away. If you'd like more information on whether voice is right for you, if you can save some money, is it viable in your area, reach out, give us a call, 760-770-5200.